9:08 on a Friday. We're staking our claim with Ranch Foods Direct this morning, where the meat is always top-notch and locally sourced. Our very own Krista Witiak is live from the town center location with the full cut of what they're offering. Good morning, Krista.
Good morning. You are correct. I'm a big fan of fresh meat. Everybody knows it. I like my meat. So I'm excited to show you guys Ranch Food Directs right here in Southern Colorado. We're joined with Mike Callicrate. He is the owner. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
We haven't been back here in a while, so let's kind of refresh the memory of our viewers, telling us a little bit more about what Ranch Food Direct is all about and why they should be shopping here.
Well, you know, the last time you were here was during COVID, and our shelves were full while the big box stores were empty. And if you want your local food system to survive, you've got to support it.
Yeah.
And of course, as we go forward now with the egg shortage and a lot of these supply chain breakdowns because we've gone global and allowed big corporations to control our food, you know, it's brought more attention to the importance of local regional food systems. Well, that's what Ranch Foods has always been about. For 25 years now, we've been in business. And we are trying to feed our community, but we want to feed them direct from the farm and the ranch. Now, eliminate the middlemen.
Yes.
We want to connect to the consumer, to the producer.
We're actually going to show you guys how you are eliminating the middleman, because you've got the ranch, you've got the processing facility, and you have the retail center.
Exactly.
Let's go on a little walk.
All right.
I'm excited. You guys are going to like this one. Okay, so talk to me about what we're about to go see.
Well, what's really unique, I think, about Ranch Foods Direct is we have the ability to slaughter our animals where they're produced, on the ranch in St. Francis, Kansas, 200 miles northeast of here. It's right on the Colorado border. And that really improves meat quality when you can reduce the stress on an animal. They don't get on a truck, they're not traveling long distances, and so we can bring those in. Almost nobody has this ability anymore. The big packers put it in a box and ship it off. We leave it in a carcass form, bring it to Colorado Springs, and then we cut it up here in this plant. And so as these animals, carcasses are traveling, they're aging. The dry age process makes the carcass and the meat safer because it reduces the pathogen risk, the dry age, as opposed to the big packers, the bag crab back in, they're packing the pathogen with the meat. And so when you open the bag up, you know, it's party time for the pathogens. So this is a much safer way to handle the meat, but it's also improving quality along the way and efficiency. So we don't cut into the box, we cut into the actual end retail cut. So we bypass that whole middle piece, again, adding efficiency. We have to be efficient, we have to do things right, because we have to accept all the costs of production. We don't get to externalize costs by paying people below living wage. We don't get to use performance-enhancing drugs because it reduces meat quality. And it also reduces costs, but we aren't willing to go there with performance-enhancing drugs. And so we have to pay the full bill for the freight to get here.
Yeah.
And so you've got to do it right. You've got to be efficient in every way you can, and also be able to sell to the consumer at a price they can afford.
I want to show them exactly what you're talking about. When it's your people's hands are putting this together, your people are actually the ones that are doing the work and making that quality top-notch, especially right here at the Ranch Food Direct processing facility.
Yeah, and we've got both beef and pork. We raise the pork and the beef on our place in St. Francis. Here's a tray of pork chops and some shoulder roasts and some belly sliced up, but we add value as well. We make our own sausages here.
I know you just got a new sausage stuffer.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's an exciting time here.
It's really cool. But over here right now we're packing our ground beef. And in any small plant you go to, the only way they stay in business is by selling grind. You got to be able to sell grind, and that's the drawback of having a carcass operation as opposed to boxed beef, because you've got to be able to sell the whole animal. So our big push has always got to be about selling ground beef. And so we have bundles that people can come in and buy 20-pound bundles and get a great price on their 1-pound packages of ground beef. And so we also sell a fair amount of ground beef through the Smashburger trailer over at the Fillmore location.
Yeah, there are 2 locations of Ranch Food Direct. We're going to be showing you that retail side here in just a little bit. I really love the fact that I can see the work that's going behind here at Ranch Food Direct. I can see the hands that are being done in, and I know exactly where my meat's coming from. It makes a difference. It really does.
I think it does. Yes.
All right, Justin, we're going to be going to the retail side so you can actually see where you can go. There are 2 locations for Ranch Food Direct, but if you're looking for that high quality meat, that local, you want to be shopping at Ranch Food Direct. Seriously, like, you can see this right here. This is all happening here locally in Southern Colorado, right in Colorado Springs.
Oh, thanks, Krista. That protein absolutely looks fantastic. I'm ready to get the grill going and have some fun. This segment has been sponsored by Ranch Foods Direct.
I like beef cuts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a calf walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get hungry. There are 2 retail locations for Ranch Food Direct right here in Colorado Springs. Coming up where they are and why you're going to want to be shopping here. I like beef cuts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
Local sourcing boosts meat quality, strengthens communities, and supports sustainability. Our very own Krista Witiak is once again live from Ranch Foods Direct to show how buying locally benefits both people and the planet. Isn't that right, Krista?
That is absolutely right. Good food that is good for you. That is the motto here at Ranch Foods Direct. Mike joins me again. We're now in the retail part of Ranch Food Direct's right here off the Town Center Drive location. Talk to me a little bit about what they're going to be finding in your retail, because we saw the process earlier of where it comes from, how it gets made, hands on the ground, quite literally, to where it is now, to where it gets sold, so that your consumers can take it right out the door.
Well, what you're going to see here is the finished product. So you've got your everything from your strip steaks, your T-bones, your ground beef patties that are all ready to throw on the grill.
Yeah.
And we've also got a lot of other products in our store that are locally made. Like, for example, we got 2 kinds of soap that are made with our tallow that are made locally. Got JoJo's face cream, which is a very healthy way to moisturize.
Especially here in Colorado.
We've got our beef tallow, we've got our rendered pork fat. Beef tallow has gotten to be a big deal now.
Oh, yeah.
In replacing seed oils that we know aren't the best for you.
Seed oils are bad.
So we've got beef tallow in various size packages. We carry Farm Crest, Royal Crest milk, which is really the best commercial line of milk that you can possibly get. We're also a pickup point for raw milk. If you want to buy milk from High Plains Dairy out of Calhan, we're a drop-off point.
Nice.
In fact, we just added another refrigerator this week because that is expanding. More and more people want to be able to have access to that raw milk. And so we try to add all the value we can. We've got all kinds of deli meats, summer sausages.
Got some eggs back there too.
We've never run out of eggs.
Never run out of eggs.
But we've got a direct connection to the person that producing companies in the world is paying their grower who owns the farm and has to do all the work of producing eggs. They're only getting 26 cents a dozen for their eggs.
Wage.
Well, that's the reason we're in the meat business, is because the producer of livestock isn't getting enough of the consumer dollar. So you got to cut out those middlemen that actually don't do anything but just add to the price. You got to cut them out and get that direct connection to the consumer, and that's what this whole retail store is about.
And you have 2 retail locations as well here in Springs.
That's right. The bigger one is over on Fillmore.
That's where I shop.
Yeah, near Hancock. And there's also over there's the taco trailer, there's the smash burger trailer with fries cooked in beef tallow. So that's the main store, but that's also where we started out 25 years ago. Yeah. In that area around Fillmore and El Paso Street. And then we were fortunate enough to be able to buy the old Conway's Red Top hamburger place when it went empty. And now that's our retail store over there. So.
What's interesting too is how strong of a community you can get if you shop local, and a healthier community at that.
Well, if you can just keep the money from leaving your community. Yeah. If you can shop local and keep the money here and have it turn over and over and over, that keeps the community healthy. The way the big chains, the big franchises, the Wall Street-based businesses work is they extract. They take as many dollars as they can away from the community. But it's important to know that people who make and grow things are the real wealth creators. And so you want to take care of those people, kind of like those people that produce eggs. Yeah. Don't give them 26 cents a dozen. That's ridiculous. Make sure their lives are livable and they're happy and their kids want to come back and do what their parents did. And this is the problem we have in farm country. The kids aren't coming back because it's been unlivable. The parents have not made money. They've struggled all this time because of that middleman that has the power to reduce their income. And we've got to, this is what Ranch Foods is about. I decided one day a long time ago that I can't sell cattle anymore. I've got to sell meat, and that's why why we have
And
ranch
you guys
foods.
have stood the test of time as well.
Well, we've been here 25 years. It's been up and down really hard, and it never gets easy because there's a lot of predators in the marketplace.
Yeah.
You know, the Cisco's, the Tysons, the big companies that just come in and just predatory price out of your restaurant accounts, for example.
Keep it local, stronger community, healthier you. That's what we're learning here at Ranch Food Directs. 2 retail locations just like this. Get your local products, get your local meat, know where it comes from, and really taste that difference, but also feel the difference on the inside as well. If you want more information, head to that website, give them a call. They've got a great little store over here off Town Center Drive. They've also got one right off Fillmore. Justin, tossing it back to you.
Krista, you look great in that hairnet. I think you could be a butcher. You've got the magic touch with that meat.
Yes.
High quality protein.
I could. You know, I know how to handle my meat, Justin. You know that.
Okay, yes. A woman of many hats and hairnets as well. Thanks a lot, Krista. This segment has been sponsored by Ranch Food Direct.